Alright, this is the start of round 3, and for the first time we've lost a dice roll, but our hand's pretty sweet, so we're going to keep it. And both my first and third round opponents had 61 cards in their deck. I wonder if that's a new thing. Usually I always try to stick to 60, just to make my deck run smoother, but that's very odd. Like, you rarely see that, and like I see it twice in one tournament. It's pretty interesting. I wonder if there's a reason behind that, or just happen to be against two people who just want to play 61 cards. Alright, so our opponent leads off with an island. And we drew a Diregraph Ghoul, which is fine. It gives us a drop for turn 2. So we'll just play our Swamp, play our other Diregraph Ghoul, and say go. So now we have a pretty good curve. If you don't draw land, we go Ghoul into Captain. So here we go. So he plays an Augur and he whiffed, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we drew a Blood Scrivener. We're actually going to play that, since we're going to play one thing in a turn anyways. I don't care about taking 2 against the blue deck. So normally like this draw, I'd be like, oh, I just Augur blanks me, or like, like he literally blanks my creatures. But this way, all right. I was gonna say he didn't play anything, so maybe counter spells. But we drew Cavern, so we'll just plot this on Zombie. So we could have an unsummon. It's kind of bounce the Diregraph, get great value, but I don't think he does. We're gonna put him on not having that. So I can't really play around that forever. Yeah, so. Okay, so he's obviously like a blue-white. He's 2 colors, and he just didn't draw anything. We had a good start. Next turn, we were drawing another Cavern, so we could resolve this Dustmantle Seer, or just play Messenger and Ghoul. I would have been fine with either of those. Alright, so we saw Islands and Augur, so we can assume Duress would be good. So I'm taking out Tragic Slips. Put in Duress, keep in Victim of Night, take out this Far and Away, and take out Captain. Because he might have like, actually Captain's really good against him. Let's see, I want all the card draw. I could take out Diregraph. I don't want to do that. I just love taking out 3s. Let's see, Dread Mangler seems good. I can take out a poor Blood Scrivener, just sees no love. Alright, so his hand's pretty. His hand's okay. We definitely draw a green, but I'm not going to mulligan it. Our opponent did mulligan. So we have a 1-drop, which is insane against him. And if we draw a greens for us, our hands are really nutty. Alright. So we drew a Cavern. And there's no counter spells on 1, so I'll just play a Water Grave untapped. Make him think that he can counter something next turn. It may affect how he plays. So now, okay, so yeah, Glacial Fortress. Okay. Renounce the Guilds. It's pretty good. Okay, so that definitely changed how I'm playing. I'm just gonna play. No, I still play multicolored creatures. I'm okay if he gets Troll. Am I? Yeah, because I want this Captain to live, actually. Because Captain's gonna help me against this Augur here. Play Troll and say go. And he kind of has to do it before he resolves the Diregraph. Okay. Let's drew an Orgrim Tomb. Just play that. So I have green. Play our Captain. This way we can, like, normally we play the Dread Manglers first. This way our Diregraph Ghoul can get in. Alright. Some attack. Let's see how he blocks before. I can only assume he's going to renounce the guilds. Yep. So I'm just going to discard and sack the Captain, I think. He could have Supreme Verdict. I'm just going to sack the Troll. So he takes 3, goes to 16. Oh, and 1 from the Troll. From my Lawless Troll dying. Unsummon. You got me. Okay, so we drew a Catacomb. So we're just playing Mangler. I'll leave up mana just to bluff. To bluff something. And he can unsummon one of them, but I'm okay attacking everything. Like, he could double block the captain, but then he kills both his augurs. I'm okay with that. So Bloodscream is actually going to be turned on next. Oh, like 2 turns, because I'm going to draw this card, but I can play both of them. Okay. I figured that was happening. Alright. Oh, okay, so he takes 3. No 4th land. So I'm going to play Captain again, or I can just play Mangler. Let's see. Mangler gives more creature, like, I'm attacking with more this turn. He plays like an Azorius Charm. So I'm going to play around Azorius Charm and play the other Mangler. Because if he bounces 1, then we can still play the other one. We'll still have 1 in play. If we just play the Captain attack, then we don't have any attackers, and we don't get any damage in this turn. Or Snapcaster Mage and Summon. So, like, yeah, I'm glad I played the other Mangler. Alright, see if he blocks. He can double block. Yep. We'll kill Augur. Excuse me. So he's doing pretty good for 3 lands. So we'll play our Watery Grave and play our little Blood Scrivener. So now he's just gonna draw land so we can play 2 spells a turn. It's like he's just splash white. Now I drew Cavern, so that was really good. And place 1 zombie too. And I'm gonna play both. I'm gonna play Dread Mangler first, then I'm gonna play Captain. In case he has renounced the guilds, I want my Captain to survive. Excuse me. So you still have like 2 things to really blow me out here. I guess if he bounces Captain, it's still bad to attack with Blood Scrivener. I could just attack with Dread Mangler. That makes me pretty vulnerable to an unsummon or an Azorius Charm. Like, unsummon's bad for me here. So do I want to attack with Blood Scrivener? It's not drawing me a card yet. Actually, I'm going to hold on to it. I'm just going to attack with the Dread Mangler. Doesn't seem worth it quite yet. Because, like, I'm going to be out of cards in my hand next turn. Oh, you just had Restoration Angel. Okay. So that'd been bad. I'm glad I didn't attack with my Blood Scrivener, so you could just block with it. So he whiffed again. This poor little Augur. 1 for 3. Drew a 5th land. Alright, we drew Duress. So we'll just go ahead and Duress him right now. See what's going on here. So, like, I love drawing Duress against them. It just makes them so vulnerable. Sphinx's Rev for 2. Okay. I'm okay with that. Let's see what I get. Purify, Sphinx's Rev. I could take Supreme Verdict. I don't care about Supreme Verdict. Actually, Supreme Verdict gets me pretty good right now. Sphinx's Revelation is pretty good too. And there's a Purify. I can't take that because he can just flash it back. See, I can play Messenger, and if he draws a Plains, he can Verdict. But then my Messenger survives because he doesn't have white mana to Purify. So I'll just take this Sphinx's Revelation. And I'll attack for 4. Could have Dread Mangler back, but I want to get my Messenger in play, and then sets up. I get to draw a card off Blood Scrivener next turn. Alright, so we're going to kill Restoration Angel, obviously. He's going to take 1 when it dies. Excuse me, so he's at 14. And then we're playing Messenger, puts him at 12. And we're going to draw 2 cards next turn. Hopefully they're not both lands. And it says Purify, Verdict, and Angel. Agent, draw a land. Alright, let's see what he drew. Just Duress him. So if we attack with Messenger, he's just going to block with the Angel. And he'll come back, and if he draws a Plains, he can Supreme Verdict. But we can take Supreme Verdict here. Oh, he drew 2 Supreme Verdicts. Okay. Um, guess we'll take a verdict. So I'm gonna put my Mangler. My first counters are. I'm not gonna use that. I'm just gonna play Dust Mantle Series. It seems pretty insane. Do I want to attack with the Dross Messenger? If he draws a Plains, I get punished because everything dies. I attack with Diagraph Captain, which is trade with this Snapcaster. It doesn't do too much. I attack with everything, and then just play the Seer because the Seer turns off the Blood Scrivener. Alright, because the Seer turns off Blood Scrivener, I'm just actually gonna go like this. Pump my guy, and attack with these 2. If he wants to lose an Angel, he could block and then blink, and that's fine too. But having the Dust Mantle Seer like as a backup plan for any verdicts is pretty good, and his hand's pretty blank, so he just has like a Purify the Grave, which I don't even care about too much, because he doesn't have enough white to really take advantage of that. Wonder if he's playing any planes. Like, he should play 2 or 3. Okay, so he's gonna blink before blocks. Maybe we'll get an unsummon. No, wow. Yeah, I don't like Augur anymore. Besides this game, but I just seems like I always whiff, and I just don't ever have enough instants and sorceries in my deck to make it work. Okay, so he's just he's thinking about whether to trade an Angel or his 2 guys. Okay, he's chump blocking. And he takes 3 from my guys coming back. If he rafts, he takes 2 more. Okay, which he is. Not really attacking first. Alright, so it's going to 5. And all he has is to Purify the Grave. Okay, so we drew Dust Mantle Seer. Or, we drew an Overgrown Tomb. We can play our Seer now. And we'll play an Overgrown Tomb. He can get rid of our Dread Mangler if he wants to. Oh, he can't. We can do it on his main phase. Let's see. Hopefully this Seer gets there. He can chump block for a little bit. He has some creatures in his graveyard. Kind of awkward that he has no cards in his hand. He drew a land, so it gives him some card advantage. But this is hopefully just kill him. So he still has a Purify. Oh, he played Moreland Haunt. Okay, so make 2 tokens. Drew a Thought Scour. We drew a Blood Scrivener. And a Lotless Troll. So we are going to attack for 4. Probably just going to chump block and keep 1 Spirit token alive. I'm not going to scavenge because it doesn't have trample or anything, so it doesn't matter. Alright, Thought Scour himself. He has Supreme Verdict and Oblivion Ring. Supreme Verdict isn't that good against me. I'm surprised he brought so many in. So I'm going to run out my whole hand. If he has Verdict, I can keep the Troll alive. So, or Snapcaster Verdict more likely. This makes a Spirit token. Blocks. Yep. We'll play a Troll. Make it incountable. Just might as well. It's like, then I'll play my Blood Scrivener. And say go. It's like this feels like a good matchup. He doesn't have enough good answers. My creatures are very resilient against him. I mean, like, Oblivion Ring's good. You might want to bring in Golgari Charm Game 3 if he wants to Supreme Verdict me and Oblivion Ring me. So the Troll does have Trample, so it can't be chump blocked too well, and I can scavenge onto it. The Blood Scrivener doesn't draw me a card, unless I draw an instant. That's why I have a stop during my upkeep. If I draw a creature, I can discard a Troll, like something that's not good. I can just discard it instantly, and then I'll draw another card off Scrivener. Or if it's like an instance, I can play it. I guess the only ones left are Victim of Nights. Like, he might have a creature here. Excuse me. So he verdicts. He will only have 2 blue and a Moreland Haunt open. And doesn't leave too much. Leaves like exactly for like an unsummon. He doesn't have an unsummon in his graveyard, so he can't Snapcaster unsummon. So I can scavenge, and I think that will kill him. If he doesn't have an unsummon, that's like the only thing. Alright, well, our opponent is thinking pretty hard. Let's see if I disconnect him. I don't know if I told you this before, but you can check to see if you're disconnected by checking your ratings. It's not too good. But if your ratings show up, that means you're connected. That is one thing they did fix with the beta, which is nice. So there's like a little pop-up that tells you when you're disconnected. Alright, so we draw for Dustmantle Seer. We drew a Water Grave. Alright, can't do anything about that. He revealed a Thought Scour. We got a Lotless Troll. So we can just play our Water Grave tapped. Actually, does untap do anything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It allows me to... Actually, I'm not going to play it yet. I'm just going to scavenge onto my Lotless Troll. And attack him. See what happens. You can trade with my Blood Scrivener, but I'm okay with that. It makes it one less time he gets to block Dustmantle Seer. And he really has to draw an answer to my troll. Alright, Spirit Token. Snapcaster Mage. Oh. He gets to renounce the guilds. I'm just sacking Dustmantle Seer. Like, he is definitely dead. And that's his plan. It's without a Thought Scour, and he has a Thought Scour in his hand. So it taps him out, and that kills him. Because he can only absorb 2 trample, he takes 3 for 5. And blocks this and blocks this, he takes 4. So let's see what he's thinking about. He might just need to Thought Scour into an unsummon. That seems like it's only out here. If this was his plan. Alright, well he's thinking, he's realizing that renounce the guilds probably isn't too good. He might just do it. He might not realize that I won't sack, or I will sack the Dustmantle Seer. So, alright, let's give him a second to think about this. Alright, so he has made his choice. He is getting... I can't tell what that's targeting. It's like right in the middle of his graveyard. Renounce the guilds. Okay. So he did do renounce. Let's see if he casts it. See if he realizes he's dead. If I don't mess up, I don't click my troll on accident. Let's just put this over here. Okay, you got it. And you can have my Dustmantle Seer. EH, randomly having trample. I heard somewhere like this almost had lifelink instead of trample. And what did he say? I assume I had a charm in my graveyard. Oh, that makes sense. Alright, well he didn't, and he was a little mana or color screwed. Like game 1 he didn't cast any spells, but you might not be playing enough planes, because you need to play like 3 or 4 planes in your deck. And like this deck, because aggro deck so it takes advantage of when people stumble, but the threats are very resilient and it has card advantage. So like red deck wins, you can take advantage, but then like they can play like they can come back way easier than they could against us. Alright, so we were 2-1, and hopefully we can continue this success into round 4 and finish out this daily on a good note. We'll see you then.